One of the fundamental things that the president categorically said, if we do not provide electricity, don't vote for us.
Exactly.
Do you have power in your house?
I do.
By
I live
solar or generator?
A blend of both.
So it's not the power that's been provided.
A blend of the grid. Solar generator, I have not used it in a very long time. In a very long time.
So this government has not done enough in electricity, has it?
This government, from my own perspective, where I live, even though the pricing is higher, I have saved more money than before now. Because then, in a month, I could use 200,000 for diesel. Now, at most, 70,000. That's twice. Just to power the solar if it goes down. I'm on level A or grade A, the category, band A. And to a large extent, if I take out what I used to spend on diesel, and now that I use solar and a blend of the grid, I think I'm saving some money in my own area.
So if you go to Olamaboro, those who don't have the opportunities to have solar, would you be able to tell them that this government has fulfilled its promise of providing electricity?
In Olamaboro, rural areas, the alternative is off-grid model, renewable energy, solar. And in Olamaboro, there are no less than 20 communities that are already on solar. And even as we speak...
But it's not solar that this government promised. This government promised
electricity. It promised power.
Yeah.
Power is not just electricity. It is solar. It is other renewables.
Is it the government that is providing the solar to them?
It gives the enabling environment for people to thrive and find that alternative to save cost.
By themselves.
Though by themselves.
This government said we will provide if we do not give you electricity.
If we do not give you power.
Yes.
Power is different forms. I use solar, I use grid, I use diesel. When I do an average, because the diesel expense has reduced, I'm telling you, practical. And again, because of the hike of the tariff, the electricity tariff, I conserve the usage of power. My children are learning. If it were the days of NEPA and PACN, when you can go on 12 months, use electricity, and pay no dime, nobody would be as conservative as we are today. But in every home, people are learning to optimize and use electricity and power the best way.
Truthfully, you can look Nigerians in the eye and say, based on the promise that the president made that I will give you power, you think that the president has delivered?
It's not up to the 100%, but there are alternative steps that are helping people. And I'm giving you an example of my home. Diesel purchase reduced by 60%, from over 200 to like 70,000.
Let me ask you, as a politician, do you think President Bola Tinubu is at risk if Goodluck Jonathan contests?
At risk? He's at risk with anybody who contests, because every competition is a competition, except it's a solo run. So it's not specific to his former president Goodluck. It could be anybody.
There are those who think that the northern votes might go with Goodluck Jonathan. I might be in favor of Goodluck Jonathan.
I'm from the north. I'm from Kogi State. I'm from Olamaboro. And if you ask me, I cannot say, you cannot generalize the north. You don't generalize the north. There could be the core north, there could be the middle belt area, and how we vote is not always the same. So yes, the politics would be trying to use the numbers at the core north. But in this game, strategy is everything.
Why is this fear about the possibility of the north not siding with Bola Tinubu or this administration? The feeling of neglect, of being left behind. Why is that happening? Why does it look like APC is consistently getting unpopular with the core north and where those votes are coming from?
When you say APC, the core north gave us our votes.
That's
for President Buhari's regime. That's APC.
Well, I'm saying recently there seems to be that decline
That's
in the
why
popularity.
I say it's all about perception and opposition propaganda. Sometimes, and that's the major problem with our country, this sentiment of tribe and religion, it doesn't make for growth. It doesn't make for development. So there is the narrative that the core North are now anti-President Tinubu. But they weren't before he came. In fact, they were the greatest advocates for the Muslim ticket. And I'm shocked that suddenly that interest is gone. And their reasons may be, I do not know what they were expecting. But if you ask me, most of Mr. President's policy is about Nigeria. It's not about North, South, or West.
And you don't think that these feelings and the agitation now can jeopardize the re-election?
If we go to the grassroots, where the people really are, and logically explain the facts, reality, from propaganda and falsehood, they will understand.
You look at the hardship in the country, rising food prices, fuel price fluctuation, insecurity in some part of the country, transportation costs and all of that. Do you believe the APC government is truly delivering on its renewed hope agenda?
Let's take that. I'll go this way. Mr. President has addressed this nation severally since he became president. And in any of his address, you can go back to them. He acknowledges that there are challenges. He acknowledges that there are pains. But he goes further to promise Nigerians that he is here to ensure that those pains, those challenges, ease out with time. I give you an example. You talked about food prices. 2023, 2024. We started from 40,000 naira a bag of rice, local rice. It rose to 100,000 naira in 2024. If you go to the market today, and I'm talking today, September, you get it for 50,000 naira. But you're not talking about it. It goes for beans, a bag of beans, 50 kg. From 50 to 100 is back at 50. But you are not telling Nigerians about it. If you go to a bag of gari, it started from 30, it rose to about 70, it's back at 40. You are not telling Nigerians. You talked about fuel. Once upon a time, fuel was above 1,000 naira, up to 1,200 and something. Today, it's below 900 naira. And I just heard before I came here that Dangote has crashed its price further to 820 in southern parts of Nigeria, about 850 in the northern part. So, if you agree with me, with more private refineries, and if our refineries truly come on stream, as this government would want them to come on stream, there will be competition. And once there's competition, the price can only go down.
Nigeria might be looking
Which
at...
tallies with the promise of what Mr. President has said. I will ease it with time.